1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 short metal tubes for the motorbike jack stand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 bunch of other junk for the motorbike jack stand. 1, 2, 3. You may have noticed I'm not working directly on my bench top. I've got a thick aluminum plate, about 5/8 of an inch, that I'm setting up and welding on for 2 reasons. First, my bench has taken quite the beating over the years and is no longer flat. For big stuff, it doesn't really matter, but small stuff like this can fall into low spots or catch on high spots. We'll get into the details in a minute, but the heart of this stand is a pair of telescoping tubes. If they don't stay square and parallel, it'll make for a horrible jack standing experience and keep me up at night doubting my own self-worth. The plate doesn't make this foolproof, but it goes a long way to helping the cause. Second, being aluminum, it's got a much higher thermal conductivity than my steel bench top. So if I do end up making any bonehead mistakes, this should help take some of the heat off. These are the wrong ones. All right, it looks like nothing moved, nothing wobbles. I want to fight the urge to over-weld this. I'm trying to stay away from the directions that I think would more easily cause warp. If I welded on these 2 sides, I would expect this base piece on the floor to sort of come up like a banana. Welding instead in line with the walls of the bottom tube hopefully minimizes that a little bit. This thing doesn't need to be super strong, not absolutely bomb-proof. And these welds are probably sufficient, but I'm going to wait until I get the moving part of the stand, the top part on, to sort of maybe flesh these out a little bit more. While distracting you spinning the base, I took the liberty of making the top part, the moving part. That's what we magicians like to call being a dick. I was expecting some time with files and the angle grinder to tune this fit, but I'll take it. There's a lever or sort of a kickstand in here that actuates this stand, and that's what I'll work on next. Turns out I don't have enough of the size tubing I wanted to use. I'm gonna have to make do with this thinner stuff. Hopefully a couple of washers sorts this out. I also wanted to bend this just for some style points, but I don't have the right size die, and I'm pretty sure I'd buckle this stuff for the radius I'm looking for, so I'm just going to weld the angle in. To avoid grinding that, I just did a second pass and sunk the bead down a little lower. If the tab and the wheel look a little bit big, well, they are because I went down 1 size tubing. I still think I can make this work. Well, how about that? It's got a delicious chocolate center. Let me show you what I got. Up here is where the wheel fits. That's what would actually lift the table. The second hole in the back, I decided to put a bushing in. I think this tubing is just a little bit too thin wall to be spending its whole life riding around on a bolt. There's more contact area on the bolt, on the hinge. It also gets me back the thickness I'm missing for using the wrong size tubing. The end is trimmed at an angle. I still need to cap that. Let's do a dry fit. I think I'm happy with that. Could use maybe a few plastic washers, some spacers, just to get the rattle out. The right hardware, of course. A little bit of cleanup. This lifting arm is meant to go a few more degrees off center. A little more to the left, the way we're looking at it here. But this is still missing its rubber feet. Those should pick it up, I don't know, 1/2 inch, 3/8 of an inch. Allow the lever to drop a bit more and send that wheel a smidge more over center. For now, I think I'm going to knock it down, clean it up a little bit, probably paint it, and we'll try it on the bike. Dang, it's bright out here. Let's see how it works. Bike wobbles more than the stand. What I've been worried about the whole time is the whole thing teetering back and forth. And that's why I didn't do a single post lift. There are a couple of things I forgot about. Let's take this back inside and we'll talk about it there. That round shiny thing in the sky is burning my skin. Change of plans. I'm already set up out here. Problem number one is the top just slides right off. If you pick it up by the top, that's a problem. Picking it up by the handle is fine though. I should have added little captive pins with a slot so it could slide but not come apart. Second, number two, I should have added a small locking pin, like a safety feature. I may still add that, just a cross-drilled hole. It seems pretty rock solid as is, but a cross pin would be cheap insurance, especially with the kids around. Third, I think I'd like to add some hooks or some latches, something to really hold onto the bike when it's up on the stand. Again, not a big deal. I don't know if you're meant to work on your bike while it's up on one of these things, but a couple of heavy springs or some small clamps, again, easy enough to add. For any meatball fans out there, she's doing good. She has been up to the devil's business. I don't know who the father is, but I expect she'll be making some little Swedish meatballs soon.